testimony.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair and Senator Baldacci, Representative Matlack, distinguished members of the State and Local Government Committee. I am Sam Zager. I'm a military veteran, a family physician, and I'm honored to represent the hardworking people of District 41 in Portland. I'm here before you to speak in favor, in support of this proposal regarding racial impact statements. On the western tip of Africa 30 years ago, I peered through the door of no return at the so-called House of Slaves. President Obama and his family visited this United Nations World Heritage Site in 2013. They honored the memory of countless Africans who were ripped from their loved ones and forced through that door onto ships for the Middle Passage and centuries of generational bondage on this continent. Now, how could that happen? The merchants, captains, and sailors were operating within a system that not only condones slavery, but in fact rewarded it. Portland, the city that I partly represent, profited from it and enabled it, as did logging and shipbuilding communities throughout the entire state. So even if white people here in the 17th, 18th, and 19th centuries didn't necessarily set out to establish an oppressive economic and military power system, that was indeed the result. And so too, I must mention that European colonists benefited from the epidemiological and the social, military and economic factors that were thrust upon the people of the Dawn, the Wabanaki nations, which Representative Newell of the Passamaquoddy tribe just spoke about more eloquently than I could. So either too many people then wanted the fruits of injustice, or not enough people examined it thoroughly enough to dismantle American slavery, at least not before the system nearly obliterated this union. It is very easy to condemn people in the past for things that we now recognize as reprehensible, for we did not walk in their shoes. However, that does not absolve us of the responsibility to do our best to illuminate and obliterate injustice in our time. That is what this bill intends to do. Now, of course, it would not be a full remedy, but it would be another step in the urgent process of dismantling systemic racism in health, in education, housing, employment, the justice system, and so many other areas. In closing, I ask you to gaze across the centuries and across the Atlantic to the door of no return and support this bill as we consider 3 lines penned by poet Amanda Gorman. Being American is more than a pride we inherit. It's the past we step into and how we repair it. Thank you very much.